Philadelphia Eagles. Mike Tirico along with Greg Olson. That's Brandon McManus to get this one underway. Off we go from Lincoln Financial Field. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line.
Good.
First carry for Saquon Barkley. And we'll mark him down just shy of the 40. That one good for a dozen. And a very quick first down. So from the 39, they come up on first and 10.
39-yard line.
They'll stay on the ground with Barkley. And a good run there to get him 5 yards.
He was brought down at the 45-yard line. A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
Here comes 2nd and 4. Once again, it's Barkley. And they're going to work this down inside the 45. It's a gain of 12 there. First down, Philadelphia.
And these are the explosive runs that open everything up. There's all this conversation about the value of the run game, but when you take a look at the best running teams, Mike, it's not necessarily how many yards they run for, it's how many big plays do they generate on the ground. And when you can generate big plays on the ground, it makes everything so much more difficult for the defense.
That's another first down, another big play. The defense has some issues. Gain of 18. Here's Barkley. And a strong first down run, a pickup of 9, setting up 2nd and short.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and a yard at the 16-yard line.
Here's the first carry for Tank Bigsby. And he'll work his way for about 4 yards. And that's good enough for a first down.
5-yard gain on the
2nd down at these distances, Mike, you pretty much anticipate a pass, and I think that's what the defense was lined up thinking. In this case, they leave a little too much room on the ground, and the offense is able to pick up a first down.
They can still get a first down at the 1. First and 10, they go from the 11. Now Barkley. And he will get into the end zone. Saquon Barkley. Touchdown, Eagles.
Touchdown, Eagles.
Exactly the way they scripted this one. A beautiful opening drive, Greg. Able to find the end zone on the game's first possession.
And, Mike, the word that comes to mind looking at that drive is execution, and that's exactly what they talked about all week long. They wanted to come out early in this game and establish an early rhythm, and that's exactly what they did with that touchdown drive.
And now they want to show they mean business here. Offense going to remain out there and try for 2. Out to his right, and that is incomplete. Aggressive play here to score on that opening drive, but they don't get the 2, and it remains 6-0.
Jake Elliott to kick
So
off
the lead stands at 6-0 as this one is kicked off. This will be returned from the 2. And he brings this back all the way to midfield.
The Packers take over 1st and 10 at the 50-yard line.
On the ready. Smith, red.
Now the first carry of the game for Josh Jacobs. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it.
Well, this play, Mike, was clearly about the job of this defensive line. Great job holding their ground, forcing these blockers to be stood up. Nowhere to go for this running back, and they hold him to the line.
The tackle's going to be made down at the 40-yard line. Pickup of 11 yards on that one. Good for a Green Bay first down.
First and 10 at the 40-yard line.
So after one, it's the Eagles with the early advantage. And we're back in Philly in a moment. We begin quarter number 2. The Packers have the football as they've got it with first and 10.
Set, ready. Yellow, 22, ready.
We'll go play action with Love. And he can't hang on through the contact. Incomplete. Good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. It'll bring up second down.
Side 2. Here we go, set. Black, 95, ready.
Out of the shotgun. It's Love. That's going to be incomplete. Coverage very good there. Contact jarring the ball loose. And it's going to force third down.
Black, red. Blue striker. Set,
From the gun, it's Love. And that is incomplete. Contact occurred just as the ball was arriving. There are no flags. It's fourth down.
I'd say one of the most critical elements of a dynamic offense, Mike, is how efficient are you on third down. It's something these teams stress all week. Here's an opportunity to continue to extend this drive. The defense wins this time and brings up fourth down.
It's too long for a field goal. They'll go for it here on fourth down.
here we go, set.
They'll go for it. Love. That's taken in. And he's going to have a Packers first down by a good couple of yards. They will indeed get the conversion on 4th and 10.
The defender has to do a better job here, Mike, of getting depth. He wants to elevate that ball to give his secondary defender a chance to make a play. He gets too much width, not enough depth, and a quarterback like this has got to take advantage.
From the 21, here's second down and 4.
At the 21-yard line.
Now Love. A very quick throw there, but not on the same page with his target. That's incomplete. Christian Watson, the intended receiver. Third down coming up.
You know, there's a fine line between trusting your arm and having a little bit too much faith in your arm, right? I think this is one of those situations here, Mike, where there was nowhere to go with the ball. He tries to fit that one in there anyway, and he's lucky that it just falls incomplete.
Right side, catch made by Dobbs. And he's going to be taken down short of the marker. And that is going to set up an interesting fourth down decision.
And it seems like he just cut that route a little too short. He's got to get more depth on the initial stem, and that way he makes sure when he catches the ball, it's beyond the sticks.
No move for the field goal unit. They're going to line up and go for it on fourth down. That is incomplete. They couldn't get the connection on fourth. Going to give the ball over on down.
And here we have a real gutsy call here, Mike, early in this game offensively. I think you're giving up a surefire field goal attempt, but at the same time, you're demonstrating to your players, hey, offense, I have a lot of trust in you. Let's see if they have this same approach as the rest of this game plays on.
After the loss of 3, it is 2nd and 13. Now Hurts. And that's a good gain there. It's going to wind up just a couple of yards shy of that first down. So the Eagles will use their first time out here. Talk things over before third down. He'll try to run here with Barkley. And he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage. 2 minutes to go here till halftime. We'll come back to Philadelphia right after this. The punter remains on the sideline. They're going to line up and go for it on 4th down. Now he'll work his way out right. He'll try and get there on the ground.
4th and short, initially, you could tell he's just trying to get this ball out of his hand quickly, just enough to move the chains. Defense did a good job taking his reads away, so he turns into a runner, puts his head down, picks up the 1st down, and keeps this drive alive.
I'll run up the middle with Barkley. And we'll mark him down just shy of the 40. A gain of 11 on that one. Good for an Eagles 1st down.
Eagles 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
They'll fake the give. Now it's Hurts. He's trying to get back to the line of scrimmage, but will not, and be taken down there.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 39-yard line.
They'll run straight ahead with Barkley. It'll take this ahead for a gain of about 5, and here comes 3rd down.
At the 44-yard line. It's a gain of 5.
A shotgun snap now to Hurts. He's got his man. It's Smith. And he'll be taken down, but they are in business inside the 30-yard line. A big play at a critical juncture in this game. And even 30 yards. On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. That's caught Saquon Barkley. And they'll have 1st and goal. He is down inside the 10-yard line.
That's good.
Man, they're just running this 2-minute drill to complete perfection. It's such a point of emphasis of every offense, Mike. These end-of-half scenarios to come away stealing points make a big impact on the outcome of the game, and they're knocking on the door here, 1st and goal. At the very least, got to come away with some points.
This has been some kind of march downfield. Now, can they pay it off with 6? It's 1st and goal. That's in the end zone and intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Xavier McKinney. And the Packers are going to take over at their own 11-yard line.
So you find yourself entering the red zone. Mike, it's hard to not start envisioning scoring a touchdown. Well, that interception, it changes everything. This is a huge missed opportunity. You have to capitalize and find a way to hang 6 on the defense.
Ready. Set.
On 1st down, it's Love. Over the middle, he fits it into Dobbs. Packers go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in the opening half.
At the 20-yard line.
A good spot here, 2nd and a yard.
Set. 50, green. Ready.
Love to throw. A huge mistake late in the half. It is intercepted. And he's going to be out of bounds, but quite a turn of events here. He has set up the offense with 1st and goal.
Look, in Carolina, Mike, we had star linebackers. I mean, Luke Kuechly, Thomas Davis. The thing was, we relied on them in pass coverage every bit as much as we relied on our defensive backs. And it's clear to me this defense relies on him the exact same way. A corner or safety, I'm not sure if they could have even made a better play than he did there.
Operating from the gun, here's Hurts. That's going to wind up incomplete. Not much time remaining. Time for one more snap here in this 1st half. Now the Eagles will use the last of their timeouts, and they'll get together prior to the 2nd down play. From the shotgun, it's Hurts. That's going to wind up incomplete. Not much time remaining. Time for one more snap here in this 1st half.
You know, it's hard to speculate, Mike. We sit up here and we try to just interpret and assume what's going on in the minds of the players and the minds of the coaches, but they seem to me to be a little bit rattled. All these negative plays have really started to pop.
That's going to be intercepted in the end zone. Picked off by Javon Bullard. And nothing will come of this last-ditch attempt at some points. Time runs out in this first half. We have hit halftime. Going to take a quick break, come back, second half of action. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Jake Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia.
First half played out a bit as we expected. We'll see if there's a surprise coming up. Both teams set to go, and the second half is underway. And he's brought down right at the 35-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Here we go. Cut.
They'll start on the ground with Jacobs. He'll move the pile forward. Let's give him a couple. That is Cooper DeJean in there for the stop.
A 3-yard pickup brings up second and 7.
From the 38 now, here's second down and 7.
Let's go. Cut.
Here's Love. Here's a screen taken in by Jacobs.
Hey, bro, you so lame. Quit on you weird ass letting the computer stop before you. Crazy.
The best defenders can just sense when a screen is coming. They can tell the body language of the offensive lineman's pass set. They can tell on the drop
English,
of the
please.
quarterback. It just doesn't look right. It's exactly the case here. Great job getting to the back and taking him down for a loss.
He gets that complete as he hits Reed. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. They get 20 on the connection. First down, Packers.
42-yard line.
Ready.
Here's a handoff to Jacobs. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that one.
A gain of a yard brings up second and 9.
From the 42-yard line, here's second and 9.
Here we go.
To throw is Love. Rush comes. They're setting up the screen. And they'll work this close to a first down, maybe just a tad short.
It's a gain of 9. Makes it third and inches.
Third and inches.
Ready. Set.
We'll try to run it here with Jacobs. Oh, he didn't need much, but I don't think he got there. Gonna depend on the spot, but it looks like he is short.
It's fourth
Black
down.
Ultra. 560.
On fourth down, Love. He's got a man. That's Watson. And he will have the first down. Needing to make something happen, trailing here in the third quarter. They convert on fourth down.
A gain of 3 on the play.
Here we
First
go.
down, Packers.
10 Black. Ready.
On the handoff, this is Jacobs. And he'll manage to get this ahead for a pickup of 5.
Tackled at the 25-yard line.
So, from the 25, it's second and 5.
Come on. Stay.
Off the play fake. Here's Love. He'll be hit as he throws this time, and it's going to fall incomplete. He might be fortunate just to avoid the sack, and it'll set up a third
ready?
down.
Set. Cut.
Now Love. That's caught. Outside. It's complete. And it'll be brought down as we tick towards the end of this third quarter.
That's another.
It's a pickup of 12. Good for a Green Bay first down.
At the 13-yard line.
So, points at a premium. Defensive battle so far as we are through 3. Back with more after the break. You're tuned in to the NFL on EA Sports. Space getting tight here, down to the 13-yard line. They work 1st and 10.
Set. Ready.
On play action, Love. That's going to be incomplete. Coverage very stout there. That's going to bring up 2nd down.
I got high standards for offensive players, but in this case, Mike, I think I'm giving all the credit to the defender. He timed that one up perfectly, and what could have been an easy play ends up as an incomplete.
Red. Cycle. Cut. Cut.
Throwing on 2nd down, Love. He'll go underneath to Jacobs. Was brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd and 5.
Black shot. Ready. Ready.
Here's Love. That is caught to the goal line and in. Romeo Dobbs. Touchdown, Packers. The game-tying touchdown here in the 4th quarter and a chance to take the lead with the point after.
Mike, the sideline's going crazy with that late score, but they still need this extra point to take the lead here and see if they can hang on to this 4th quarter lead.
And he will get in for the 2. They open up the bag of tricks on the goal line and add a pair of points. So now playing with the lead after that 4th quarter touchdown. Time to kick it back the other way. Here comes Will Shipley on the return. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start.
At their own 28-yard line.
No touch, sir. I know you want to crowd left Yeti.
On the ground, it's Barkley to start the drive. And that'll be good for about a half dozen. It'll set up 2nd down.
At this point, we're going to need 2 hands to count for how many yards he's averaged in this one, Mike. But unfortunately, it just hasn't been enough to overcome the deficit here at this stage of the game.
Now Jalen Hurts on 2nd down. And it'll be a short pickup. That's not enough for the 1st down. Time now becoming a factor as we get to 3rd down. Exiting the pocket right. He'll get that out to Barkley. And he's going to get out of bounds with the 1st down. Double as good there. They get the 1st down and save a timeout.
1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Great, set. 180.
They'll run. It's Barkley. Not much to speak of on that one. Maybe a gain of a yard. It's 2nd down.
Hey, 73.
Brings up
On play action. Hurts. He's going to tuck it and go. And he'll get forward. Give him about 4 yards before getting out of bounds. And that's going to bring up 3rd down.
Nothing open here downfield. I think it's a good job just getting to the edge, getting something positive, getting out of bounds.
Important moment here. 3rd down and 4.
Great, set. No touch.
Here's Hurts. This one just too far for the receiver. Out in front of him. That one falls incomplete. He was looking for his tight end, Dallas Goedert, that time. And it's going to lead to 4th down.
It's just so hard to be a good offense in the NFL, Mike, when you are not good on 3rd down. Your inability to extend drives, it either puts a lot of pressure on your coaches to be aggressive on 4th down or simply punt or take a field goal. You have to maintain possession and give you more cracks to score touchdowns.
It's a pickup of 12 as they wind up converting on 4th down.
1st and 10 at the 39-yard
And this is a tricky
line.
part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator struggles with, so they can't get too soft here as they try to hold on to this lead here late.
Plenty of time, all 3 timeouts left. It's 1st and 10.
Great. Set. On anyone, huh?
Here comes Barkley. Trying to find some place to go, but nothing developing. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 1.
A loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd.
Now Barkley. And he's going to be forced out of bounds. Still plenty of work to do. 3rd and long coming up.
3rd and 11.
Great. Set. On anyone, huh?
They'll drop to throw. That's caught. A.J. Dillon. The Packers go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll discuss what's to come as 4th down is looming.
When you throw the ball short of the sticks on 3rd down, you're relying heavily on the yards after the catch. So give credit to the defense here. Once the ball carrier had the ball, multiple guys around him, corralled him, take him down short of the sticks.
Here we go. This is 4th down. Oh my goodness.
Dumb as hell. You do the same fucking plays. Stop doing this dumbass shit.
That's the linebacker, Quay Walker.
So all game,
You're terrible. You are terrible.
It's just being a game manager. But one thing you have to do if that's the case is you have to protect the ball. You can't turn the ball over, especially if you're struggling to push the ball downfield. He got a little reckless that time, and the defense made him pay.
And he's going to be taken down on the other side of the 50-yard line. It's a 3 tight end look as they have it 1st and 10. They'll stay on the ground with Jacobs. And he's into the end zone. Josh Jacobs. Touchdown, Green Bay.
That was a special run, Mike. I mean, it's just rare to have that combination of contact balance and strength to not only run through the contact, but then to also have the speed to break away once you get into the open field.
Big play coming up for the Pack as they're going to go for 2.
Set up for the 2-point conversion.
Out of the shotgun, it's Love. This is caught. He's got it. And they tack 2 more onto their lead.
Eagles 6.